There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This time Wilson will throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and...
Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down.
Let's go. Hey, 133.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8. Now Mayfield. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him stretch my defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Carolina.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Panther.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's going to be caught.
Mayfield's
23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's got daylight. The 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Panthers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Coleman now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Derek Brown on the stop. Tackled back at the 20.
Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Panthers 17-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Point after.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
DK Metcalf, incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
17.
As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Alert, 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 alert. Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's
tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. Past the 20.
This is my mode, baby.
Way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half,
other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Coleman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson going for Metcalf on the, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, You've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30.
What a play.
And
What a
all the
play.
way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Mayfield.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mayfield on play action. He's going to look deep for more. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Check. Check. Guys, 4 down. 4 down. Check.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Panthers.
Mayfield to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocked it on the door. It'll be a pickup. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Ties the game 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
14.
Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Today's final score is Seahawks.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle